Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today again we will be doing some part design in Catia V5. Now as you can see, I have already designed this hinge, and it consists of three parts. So you can say this is the right, this is the left, and this is the shaft part of the hinge. So it's simple design, and we will learn some user pattern. That's how I created this one. So yeah, let's start with the part design. So I'll close it for now, and let's start with mechanical design, part design. Let's say part one. Okay, let's go for the first sketch. So let's say I'll select YZ plane, go for sketching. Now here I will take one circle, and from the origin as the center I'll draw a circle and give it a dimension of 7.5. Now I have to make sure that I zoom in to fit like that. You can zoom in more closely to see your circle. After that I will select my circle and go for an offset command, and typically I will offset it for about 1.2 mm. That's right. Now after that I'll take a rectangle command, and from here I'll start a rectangle like this. Alright, then we'll go for constraint, and the first constraint that I want is from this end to this end, and let's say this is 22.5, and this one is also 1.2. Alright, so after that I will take a line and join these two circles somewhere around here, and then I will go for a trim command and trim the unwanted sketch. I'll remove this, move this, I'll remove this. Okay, and we need to give one more constraint, so from here to here this could be 0.5. So yeah, after that you can exit the workbench, and then we can go for a pad for about, let's say, you can go for a 25 mm, and you can do it in the both that direction. So yeah, that's it. After that we'll have to sketch another profile for our holes. So I'll select this face, go for sketching, and what I can do is I can simply take an arc from here. So I'll take 3-point arc, I'll draw an arc like that, then I will give it a radii of 60. After that I will make this like it, and then we'll select these two endpoints of the arc, go for constraint, right click, allow symmetry line, and make it symmetric. Okay, after that what we can do is we can go for point, and inside point we can go for equidistant points and select our arc. Now I don't want 10 number of points, I just need 3. So if you do that, that's your point. All you can say, if I select this point, it's from here to here, it's at a distance of 10.259. That's okay. So each of the points are equally spaced now, and let's press OK. So after that what we can do is can specify this point a vertical distance of, let's say, 10. Alright, what else we can do? I think this one should also be coincident to this plane. So yeah, okay, and Also we have to specify this point from here. So let's say this is 5, and that's your sketch is now fully constrained, so we can exit the sketch and we can start the whole command. Right, so I'll just create a hole, let's say on this point, on this face. Obviously I don't want it to be of diameter 10, so I'll reduce the diameter to 2.5 and preview it. I think that's fine. I'll just press OK. Alright, now the points that we created earlier using equidistant points, I can utilize those points to create my user pattern. Alright, so for that you can come to your pattern and go for a user pattern, and in the object to pattern I will select my hole. So I'll select my hole one, and for the position I will select my sketch, and it automatically knows that we need the hole on those points. You can keep the specifications and press OK to confirm. Alright, for the last hole, I'll just select my hole one and go for a mirror command with this axis, and that completes the overall hole on the part. So that's how you can utilize the user pattern very quickly. You can create different patterns on your using your sketch, and then go for maybe either a hole or a pad command. Right, now let's give it some chamfer. So for the chamfer, let's go for chamfer. Select all the top edges of your holes, only the top, don't select all the holes, just the top edge of your holes. Okay, we can keep the length as 1 mm and angle as 45 degree. I think that's fine. That looks okay to me. After that we'll go for another sketch. So for that let me select back face and go for a sketch. Now for this sketch I will utilize a rectangle, and I will create a rectangle and then give it a dimension of, let's say we can go for a 10 from here, and a 10 length for this one. Also from here to here we can go for, let's say 8.25. Now still we have defined everything for the rectangle, but it's not fully defined, so we will utilize the projection to give it a coincident on this edge. Now if you go for projection, you cannot select this one. Like if I select, you cannot project that one. See, it's not projecting. So all you have to do is, you under the projection itself we have the option to project 3D silhouette edges, and when you select it you can project the silhouette edges also like that. And I will select it and make it a construction because I don't want it to be a part of my sketch. Next, to go for coincidence, and after that I can select my rectangle and simply mirror it. So where is the mirror? I can mirror it using this axis, and there comes my sketch. Can exit the workbench, go for a pocket, accept the values, it's fine. And after that we can go for a fillet of 5 mm, that's fine, and select one edge, two edge, preview, that's okay. So there we have our first part for the hinge. Now we'll use the same pattern, I mean same style, to do the other half of the hinge. So let's quickly start with the part design. So I will start with a new part, and this time we'll go for again YZ plane. So let's go for start, mechanical design, part design, keep it part 2, okay. and we'll start with the YZ plane, same, and let's say we'll do the another circle, same diameter of 7.5. Alright, zoom in a bit, zoom further, and then select the circle, go for an offset of 1.2. Then take a rectangle. From here, draw a rectangle like that. Give it a dimension from here to here. Or I don't want that dimension. I'll undo it. Go for constraint. Dimension from here to here. 22.5. And this one is 1.2. Alright. Then we'll select the line command and draw a line like that. Use the trim to remove the excess like that, and then we'll give the last constraint for this point to here. Alright, 0.5. Now in case if it is not fully defined yet, what you can do is you can select this and give it a angle constraint of 33.14. Then we can exit the workbench and go for the padding again. Go for 25, mirror extent. Okay. After that, we'll go for another sketch. So we'll select this face. Go for no, I don't want that. Select this face. Go for sketching, and we'll select a 3-point arc. Draw an arc like that. Give it a radii of 60. Make it a bit smaller so it fits in my part. And then we can select both the endpoints of the arc. Go for a constraint, right click, allow symmetry line, and select the axis. Okay, and after that we can select one of the points and give it some more constraints. Let's say from here as well. This could be 10, and this one is 5. Alright, then we'll go for equidistant point and select our arc. I think that's fine, but I'll select this point and press OK. So that typically divides my arc into 4 sections of equidistance. And then we can exit the sketch and go for hole definition and select this point, this face. 2.5 is the dia of our hole. Press OK to confirm. Now we will utilize our hole one for user pattern. So for the user pattern definition, object to pattern is hole one, and for the position I will select my arc. Keep the specification if you want and press OK. And for the rest of the pattern I will just select my hole and then just mirror it using YZ plane, just like that. We can go for chamfer, select all the top edges of your hole, accept the default value, press OK, you confirm. Right, next thing that we have to do is go for another sketch and we'll utilize the back face. So I'll select back face, go for a sketch. We'll utilize the project silhouette 3D silhouette edges to project those edges. I don't want this, I will delete this one and I will select this one, go for a construction element. Then we'll select a rectangle and then let's say we draw a rectangle like this. Now uncheck your construction element and we'll go for constraints. So select this edge, go for a coincidence, this distance and this distance. This should be 8.25 and this one is 10. Right, we'll do one more over here. So yeah, like that. Select this one and this one, go for a coincidence. This one, right click, allow symmetry line, select this axis. Then we need a distance for this one and a distance for this one. I'll select the values 10, and now we need this one on the other side, so I'll just select my rectangle and mirror it along the vertical axis like that. We can exit the workbench and then go for a pocket, accept the values, and we have the other half of our hinge. Now only thing we need is fillet on this edge and this edge. I think 5 mm is perfect. So there we have the other half of the hinge. Now we'll do the last part, which is our shaft, and shaft is very easy. So let's start with the part design. Part 3, you can call it shaft, it's okay. We will sketch this one on XY plane. Go for a sketch. What I will do is I will zoom in a bit and then take my profile, or else we'll go for a rectangle and draw a rectangle like that and give it a dimension. So let's say 25, and this should be 2.5. We can zoom in a bit like that, and then I will take 3-point arc, and let's say I draw an arc like that. Okay, and we can give it a radii of 3.5. Why is it coming here? I don't want it to be there. Alright, now this point, basically the center of your arc should be on this one, so I'll select center and the horizontal axis and go for coincidence. Okay, and then we can take a line and join these 2 points. Also we can get rid of this one and join the other 2 endpoints. So if it is not joined, what you can do is select this one and this point, coincidence, I don't want it coincidence, this endpoint and this endpoint, go for a coincidence, and then give this constraint of 0.85. Alright, okay, what else do we need? Okay, we need to give this one also 25 mm. Alright, so here we have our sketch. We can exit and then can go for a shaft and select this as our axis, go for 360, can preview it, press OK. That's just the half part. I will select my shaft and then mirror it, press OK. With this YZ plane, press OK to confirm. This is our shaft. Alright, once we have everything, we have to save it actually, and then we can Go for start, mechanical design, assembly design, and here we'll insert our components first. So go to insert, and we can go for existing component, select your product, locate your parts. So I can go here. Where is my hinge? Yeah, I can select all my parts, press open. Now everything will be stuck all together because it was drawn using the same plane deformation. You can say the same origin and the plane. So I'll go for manipulation. I will move aside few of the parts, and that's okay. Alright, so let's go for insert, coincidence, select this one and this axis. Okay, now the other thing that I want is a contact, so I'll go for insert, contact, this face of our, consume it a bit, this face of our shaft and this face, and go for update, and there you go. Now we'll do the same, insert, coincidence, this one and this one, and we can do one thing. Okay, so this face should be on this face, so I can go for contact, this face and this face, and then update. Right, that's how the hinge should be. Now if it is too compact, what we can do is go for manipulation, select drag around any axis, and give, let's say we give it this axis. No, that should not be the case. Cancel that. We'll do the same thing, drag around any axis, and I think that's the axis, and that's how you can pretty much manipulate your other half, and I think that looks neat and well designed. So from here you can go for constraint, right click, hide and show, and you can hide and show your planes also. Right, so that's how you can design a simple hinge. And using this tutorial we also saw how to use the user pattern in Catia v5, very important tool. Not only this kind of pattern, you can create some complex pattern as well. Maybe I will utilize that option in another tutorial. Right, that's it for this video. I hope you guys like it, and if you're watching this, press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Alright, see you in the next tutorial. Peace out.